Gentlemen, this is game number 4 of a best of 5 between Liquid and Viking. So, what a change here. Again, Liquid has not changed their bans at all. Lifestealer Void still. And since game 1, game 2 and 3 is what I'm referring to, and now 4, it's the same bans for Viking.
The Venge looked really good last game. I said Venge is good with Terrorblade, Medusa, and Drow, and they gave it the Medusa. I doubted it because of that damn.
You know what, BSJ? I think Liquid is going to ban Bloodseeker. You got to take Bloodseeker now.
Oh, the
second pick.
Can I say something really important?
Terrorblade.
No.
Boom.
Shannon,
Yes?
Suns fan, I had a bunch of stats pages open on my phone, and I clicked that Chicken Chaser link that you put into the chat, and now all of them are gone, and I can't get them back. You've actually sabotaged.
Right. Was it worth, though? Be real.
It was worth it.
No regrets.
Chicken Chaser. So irrelevant, but I'm so sorry.
Excellent.
All right, back to it. PA. This is a crazy draft from Liquid. Block out that Boom Lina.
The Drow is what they're going for, I think. Like, the PA is the deny pick to the Drow.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like, go for it. Pick Drow. See if we care. PA owns Drow. I really don't see the marksmanship. Is that what it's called now?
Yes.
I don't see that as like being that good against PA. It really feels like you still need an MKB against her.
Yeah, it's only 40%. So if she takes the 35% level 20 talent, you're still only hitting her like half the time.
Yeah, like you know, Mjolnir, for example, as an item.
Mjolnir.
Is
sounds like a side to mayonnaise on your sandwich.
Or another meat to your bologna.
Or javelin. Like these things don't actually feel that great.
Ooh, early Medusa.
Oh, they don't even want to go for the Drow. That's interesting.
Okay.
They know they're not going to get it second round if they don't pick
Yeah, everything's going to get
Yeah, and I think this is better against the PA than the Drow is, actually.
Okay, so if you're Viking, you get rid of the heroes that destroy Medusa. AM comes to mind. Now, I don't know if they're going to fit this in the lines, but historically speaking, Nyx destroys Medusa's mana shield. Is that something worth considering?
Still true.
They have the Lina already, so I don't think you'd want to pick it would be like a 9th pick Nyx if they were going to do it.
Which still kind of feels bad, 9th picking Nyx.
Yeah, I think they're just going to go for the strong laning approach. They have the Lina. They could leave it as a 4. They could rotate it to mid. It seems more of like a 4 for them.
I feel like you actually have to ban Bloodseeker here. I know you, as much as you hate it.
I will say with Venge Medusa specifically, like he might be decent.
It's like the trifecta combo, right? They all have some combo with each other. It just it's too easy to execute in a powerful way.
PA specifically, you don't want like she hates getting ruptured on PA, so
yeah, she's jumping around constantly. I think you have to ban Bloodseeker. It's just such an obvious pick.
So obviously the big change here is the fact that Liquid has Lina this time around. Probably will be support, but either way, it's a deny pick of sorts.
I just realized that is Lina 3-0.
She's been owning, yeah.
Lina, Boom was on it the last 2 games, so they won those 2, and I'm pretty sure they had Slardar Lina in the first game on the side of Team Liquid.
Possibly. Lina making a comeback.
I don't remember. I'm too stupid.
Pretty sure Lina's 3-0.
All he can think of is chicken chasing now after his stats pages got destroyed.
I'm just
so sorry.
It's okay.
A couple more bans to go for this phase. So from Vikings' perspective, what else is on the table that you absolutely do not want to play against as a Medusa? I mean, again, you can't pick AMPA, right? So you don't have to worry about that. But what else is on the table?
It looks like they're dealing with the offlaners that get up in your face. The Mars, the Timbersaw. Is there something else that goes off lane that just can't be dealt with by Medusa?
I suppose Timber is nowhere near as bad against the Medusa as it's probably good against Medusa. Before you would steal
the mana.
You'd steal his mana, and now it's like you could do a lot of damage to him because he's melee. But who gives a shit if you're Timber? You regen it.
Yeah, Timbersaw likes laning against these constantly attacking you heroes. Yeah, poking you is a good one.
Bloodseeker is gone, sadly.
I honestly am okay with that ban.
We've come a long way since the beginning of this tournament.
With Medusa Venge specifically.
See, this is my art. I feel like there's a lot of things you can pair with the Bloodseeker to make it work, and some teams have not been doing it. Not this team though. Viking, they know what's up.
If we go back to the first day of the tournament where we started this whole you know, confrontation about Bloodseeker.
It's very
I
intense.
said that I think he sucks in pubs because he needs to be comboed with very specific things. I did say that. And he needs to have a team comp.
Always an
around him.
excuse.
Remember what I said about even when he loses, he finds some way to.
Yes. So that's
Just
the thing.
can't be wrong.
As an analyst, you have to learn to cover your bases. Kyle is the master. I've been studying him and saying, what can I do, but not be Kyle. So that's what I've been. That's been
You're
my
well on
study.
your way.
Thank you. Thank you.
I was trying to remember that quote from the Han thread. I can't remember
The what?
the quote from the Han thread where he was like flaming PPD or whatever.
Oh, it was snaking, actually.
Was it snaking?
Oh, no.
I
I wish
now I
Tsunami was here now. I don't know how you remember that off the bat.
God,
He said he studied up on his Han names.
It was something like something. Oh my goodness. Okay, keep talking. I'll think of it. Keep talking about it. How highly your own character. What's the beginning of that?
Oh,
I forget the first part.
How highly your own character.
Something. Something's before that.
It would have worked out. It would have worked out.
Let's just pretend that was a funny joke.
Imagine,
Let's all laugh along. Like,
imagine. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, we got the Empower PA now.
Okay.
Yes, that is a mag PA. Everybody knows how this is played. This has been the combo for about a year now.
Really,
So,
1 year?
Yes.
This has only existed for 1 year.
Well, I'm saying it's the combo.
Where
like
is the Sand King?
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
All right, so...
Well, congratulations to Team Liquid. This is actually going to full best of 5, guys. This is brilliant.
So, do you think this is a mid or an off lane? Because we talked about this, like, if it's off lane, this is my impression of
Mid,
DK. Off lane does nothing. He just exists. Mid lane usually is just the same as off lane.
But his timings
but he has
are
no
a bit
damage.
faster.
But yeah, he'll be able to get items at least. And I feel like he's very, very item dependent. And there is the Nyx assassin.
The break against the DK. It actually gives them the ability to burst him.
As you alluded to.
Yeah.
In that 4th pick there, 4th slot.
I'll give the alley-oop credit, though, to Suns fan here.
Yeah.
So break for DK and then the mana burn for Medusa.
Yeah, so it's now good against 2 cores. That's why I thought they might wait. Because if it's like they just pick 2 heroes that Nyx is whatever against, then you wouldn't want to pick it. It's not the best against Earth Spirit since he has an instant silence, but I think it's good enough against the Medusa DK to warrant the pick. I am a bit worried about their lanes, though, on the side of Liquid. They might leave the Lina mid now, put the Mag 5. Have they run Mag 5? Does Insania play Mag 5?
I'm sure everybody was playing that a month ago.
Yeah, EU, when I was there, I saw a lot of it. It got really annoying.
Every game.
You have to constantly... It's like Pudge Hook, but the hero gives your carry a Battle Fury.
Yeah, I mean, he just runs at you and hits you, and it's like if you hit him,
maybe that's the buff Pudge needs.
Yeah, just empower. Give him empower.
No, literally give the item Battle Fury. You can do it once per game.
Okay.
At 15 minutes.
Probably still wouldn't be good. That probably would still be a bad hero.
Well,
I'm not even joking.
The thing is, there's the trade-off because you cost your core 4,000 gold by the 15-minute mark.
It just makes
give
up
it
for
back
it.
to him.
Right, that's fine.
True.
Yeah,
that's good.
Makes sense.
Yep. So for Viking, I'm thinking maybe a Darkseer would work really well for the game. It's the same sort of buffing style hero as the Bloodseeker. Not so good against the Nyx,
I was
but
about to say against the Nyx.
It will destroy a PA mag in lane, as well as like a Surge Darkseer, or sorry, a Surge Dragonite in the early game, and then a Surge Medusa in the late game. Sounds pretty damn strong.
I would, you know what? I can't hate on that pick, but I have to believe there's something better.
Tidehunter is another one that.
I mean, if you go late game with Darkseer, the wall creating illusions isn't particularly great against Liquid, right?
Yeah.
True. Yeah, I'm just thinking for the synergy with the Viking heroes, but it's not the absolute best. We some sort of buffing aura builder though.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna demote the DK to offlane now that there's a Nyx in the game. I'm pretty sure they're gonna do that.
That would be very sad.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's demoted.
So then PA just free farms.
Then you absolutely need somebody to roam to on the mid lane because Earth Spirit is going to be so bored.
Well, you know
in this game.
You know who's available, guys? Queen of Pain.
No, don't do that. Leshrac is Leshrac still against Nyx? Oof, that's rough.
Yeah, that's true. Terrible.
I don't think they should overthink this Nyx hero. I think it's a bait this patch. I think you just pick something that's good against the rest of it.
Right, Liquid doesn't actually have very much. Neither team has very much time left.
Bat Rider was a really good ban.
Well, that's the mid Doom.
Bringer.
That's the mid Doom that Quakefo loves to play.
Okay.
Well, they still could. This is still quite flexible.
I mean, if he ends up getting an Ags, that's another break. Obviously, Doom. Best single target spell in the entire game.
Monkey King Dota
now,
or what?
Dude, now I'm actually really feeling the Darkseer.
No, I'm actually feeling the Monkey King, man. The king of the monkeys. I'm
Like,
actually pretty sure they win if they just pick Monkey King.
I feel like there's no do shit heroes. But then again, they are
Monkey
against
King
a
is
mag
a do
lineup.
shit hero.
I
Like against
Monkey
that
King.
lineup, Monkey King's a do shit hero. You can run around the map doing whatever you want. I'm pretty sure you can actually.
I feel like he can feed.
Can we call Gunner up for this one?
Tide Hunter.
I like
Okay,
the
they do
Tide.
go with the Tide.
So it is a
Well, just
most
the-
likely mid DK.
With,
then.
once again,
Mid-DK.
with the mag PA, you can literally just leave the Tide solo, and then
Yeah.
the Earth Spirit can go to the Venge Dusa lane.
This makes sense coming from Viking GG. They seem to prioritize the landing stage once they have the game plan already there. And Tide against PA, if you guys are wondering out there as offlane players, absolutely owns it. So.
All right, BSJ, can you keep it up with 100%?
100% correctly
Incorrect,
wrong
yes.
predictions. I want to see a game 5, so I'll go for Liquid. And if I'm wrong, then GG.
Jenkins.
I'm gonna go Viking. I like the Tide against PA. I like the Dusa against PA.
All right. Very interesting
Can I
choices.
Swift swap?
I like how BSJ is not using his brain at all, just hoping for whatever he wants.
Dude.
I'm going for Viking
Let's
GG.
see if this goes to a game 5 or not, as game 4 is about to begin after this break.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Monster Energy Dota Summit Online. I'm ODPixel here with Lacoste. We're currently 2-1 at the moment in this best of 5 between Viking GG and Liquid. We've just had the Game 4 drafts. It is the Medusa again, Lacoste, but is this going to be a little more difficult for them this time around, do you think, compared to last game?
Oh, for sure. When I saw Medusa in the first phase, the hero that came to my mind is Nyx Assassin. And in the mid game, you don't get to play the game. Like, they don't have any, as you mentioned, like, they don't have any IO to give him mana. And I think for this type of a game, the build against Medusa is you don't put more than 2 points, max 3 points of Impale. You max out your Carapace and then just go for Mana Burn Vendetta. And without the talent trees, you max out Mana Burn because she just really struggles against that. A lot of counter picks. One thing that also we didn't mention is the break ability on Vendetta. Great against Tide Hunter. They pick Tide Hunter into Nyx Assassin. Oh, who's gonna die? Aramis, roll.
Oh, they've got him. He tries to escape it.
Oh, did they get him?
He's got boots actually
Well,
first. Hasn't he?
bashed
Yeah, brown
by
boots
Roche.
level 1. Yeah, Aramis is out. All right. Starting off with the boots there, saving his life as he's able to run away, and they're not able to stay on top of him. So no first blood to be had quite yet.
Yeah, so break ability against Tide Hunter, against the Dragon Knight, and it's gonna be much tougher game for Medusa since you're playing against the Phantom Assassin, a lot of burst damage, gap closer, and the Doom. Yeah, just pop that ulti.
This Doom's going to be very scary. Very scary. Always when you're having these lineups that are just very much for Protect 1, which it does indeed look like it's going to be again from Viking. Quakefor finds those opportunities. The fights are going to be very hard. I mean, 2 juicy targets for him this game, both the Dusa for the kill potential and, of course, the Tide just to guarantee that there's going to be no Ravages. So lots of plays that Quakefor can make this game as the Doom.
Toby really does not play much Tide Hunter, doesn't he? Huh? Look at his cosmetics. Has backache. That's what he has.
Wow, that's pretty.
That sucks.
That's a disappointment here. Going in pretty naked this game with the cosmetics. See how that affects his play. And then with these lanes set up, so I mean, it was for the Tide top. Is this sort of a lane where you are going to be able to put some pressure onto mid-K, slow down his farming?
For sure. And once you get like level 3, level 4, I don't think you care too much about this lane. You're playing against 2 melee heroes. Once you get a point or 2 in Kraken Shell, you don't even care too much about getting skewered back to the tower. Skewer is ready.
Trying to find the angle. We get the slow. Still able to make his way through the trees and get out of there, away from the 2 of them. But it's out of regen. That's just down on his last tango. He's got more coming out. Set of tangos himself on its way on the courier. Bottom lane. Tiger and Boxy against Shad and Celery. And as you say, you're a fan of this, giving priority to the Nyx Assassin because of how effective the Nyx pick is against the Deucer.
Yeah, what they can do is what Liquid does the best. I think no one else tries to do it, where they like shift the farm from their position 4 to position 3. How's Boxy doing? He's sitting at 2 CS. Tai got 3 CS. So right now they're just sharing the XP. Both of these heroes very good with the items. Taiga has one ability that he didn't spend. Just waiting to see what he's gonna go for. It's such a high HP region on Nyx Assassin, 16 when Tango is running.
Yeah, actually, this is interesting down bottom. Because now Shad...
I think Shad is dead.
Yeah, they've got a couple of stuns. And a fair bit of damage. Not enough, though.
Just
now Aramis
kidding.
is in with the counterplay. Is able to roll in. The bait was successful. As Vikin will get themselves first blood. And it actually, like, sorry, I thought Tiger was farming down here, but it seems that actually Boxy is going to be farming. So, I don't know if maybe Liquid started off a little differently and then decided to change it back again. Because, yeah, as you say, we have seen them do it both ways round. Tiger and Boxy, they do like to flex that position around. And we're seeing mid very even at the moment between Quakefoot and Boom. Both big tanky boys that aren't really going to die in these lanes.
A lot of tanky boys in this game. We have how many?
Is,
1,
actually.
2, 3, 4, 5 strength heroes. Like Tidehunter, Dragon Knight. They don't care too much about the right clicks.
I think not.
Which is certainly what they're going to need against Mickey. And this PA down the line is likely to be quite the physical threat. Having that beautiful empower buff from Insania. And you know, PA just being a PA. Going to get to a point where as long as Liquid don't get run over, Mickey's going to be hitting some big old crits.
I think we can call her OPA. Because right now she seems ridiculously broken.
Yeah,
especially when paired up with a mag.
Yeah, it could get pretty ridiculous.
Normally.
See if it gets there this game. So far, Mickey farming fine. Not struggling too much at all actually against this Tide. Insania has been playing the lane in a way where Toby's not quite been in position to be in the face of Mickey all the time.
It's just some small harassment from Insania. Toby doesn't care too much if he gets dragged back to the tower. Has a healing salve, 8 stick charges, but still there is a kill threat. Like
yeah, and it's
double slow.
This is just going to make Mickey very happy. Any time that Insania is just pulling Toby's attention away from the lane, it's just giving Mickey further waves of free farm. Bottom. Aramis trying to catch Tiger there, but Tiger is able to juke it. Aramis was able to take that bounty rune there with the roll through. Boxy going to try and chase for the kill on Celery. Should have it here, Celery. No way to play his way out of this as Boxy finishes him off with Dragon Slave. Tiger still around. Some illusion by the Venge and the connection from Aramis. Is it enough to do it? No, Tiger is able to turn with the stun setup. Buying time for Boxy to close across, and Aramis.
It's a lot of right clicks.
Oh, uphill miss. Oh, he needed it twice in a row. He only got it the once. Boxy gets that last hit in. Another kill for Liquid. As Liquid's starting to come out slightly ahead here in these lanes. And that slight lead in Quake for making a very early move. Look at this. As soon as he's level 6, with the phase boots, he's just going to run straight at the Tidehunter top. He's going to look to use that Doom.
It's also one of the best, if not the best, counter to the Tidehunter, like Chronosphere, Black Hole, Static Storm from Disruptor, and Doom, like something that he can't crack enough.
Very solid move there from Quakefoot. Knows that he can get away with this. Easily tank the tower for his teammate from Mickey. I imagine we'll see more from Quake for this game, just each and every time Doom's up. He's going to be looking for these ganks very early on. He could get a lot done here early as the Doom. Not Really too much from Viking that's going to be able to punish those sort of moves.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Mid.
Radiant's top tower.
Trying to go in onto Koifa. Not enough damage between the two, even with the Dragon form. Koifa just too tanky at this moment. As he's able to hold the tier 1 tower, stop them from pushing in. Bottom lane, Celery and Chad. This time they'll manage to find Tiger instead of him finding them. Mid lane. Drew over to the side from Insania, just keeping Koifa safe. Looks like Koifa's going to take the walk back to base, look for the refuel.
Looking at some stacks, Insania made a couple in the jungle. There's still no stacks for Medusa at the moment.
Nothing being prepared by the supports of Viking. Aramis and Celery having to keep all their attention down towards this bottom lane. They're going to try for the setup on Boxy. Magic Missile leading, allows Aramis to find the follow-up. Boxy pop the stick charges, does turn with the Laguna. And that will actually set up for the kill. So sure, Boxy loses his life, but with his last breath, laying down that Laguna and setting up Tiger for an easy kill on Shad.
Medusa definitely did not expect this to happen. I think she even turned off the mana shield, to be honest.
I was just looking at that as well. I think she must have, right? I think the shield was off. May have just saved her, actually, if it was up for both of those bursts.
Such sentiments.
Koifa, 20 seconds till he's got Doom again. And then he'll certainly be looking to run someone down. And even towards the mid, but Celery's here with Aramis. Aramis wanting to get aggressive whilst he has this Arcane Brew. They're getting some good early damage onto this tower, Viking. Just 8 minutes in, and the tier 1 it's nearly been taken down by Boom's pressure with these Elder Dragon forms.
Taiga still keeping 2 points. See how and which skills he's gonna need. But I'd still prefer if he gets Carapace. There's a lot of uncontrollable damage. Like once Earth Spirit rolls in, great setup, Medusa with the split shot, Dragonite splash damage.
Boxy, he's going in very deep to try for Celery. He's going to get it, but he's going to lose his life in return, giving it over to Shad. As he went full aggressive. Tiger not really close enough to follow up there. Just a bit of a miscommunication between the two of them. As either way, it doesn't feel like a great trade for Liquid, losing their offlaner and giving a kill over towards this Dusa.
Oh, this one's gonna get rewarded instantly on the bottom. Taiga planting some vision from the trees, but they already have a sentry set up. They wanted to see any kind of rotation coming out on Medusa if they try to play aggressively on her. And the minus completed.
I was going to say, do you like that this game from Shad? I mean, what's sort of the reasoning behind this from him this time round to go for the Midas build?
I think because he's playing against PA and Mag, also Doom, so possibly at one point you might want to get maybe a Lincoln Sphere. You know, there's still a Mushi build, one of the most useless builds on Medusa we have ever witnessed in Dota 2, where he gets Manta-style Lincoln Sphere and does nothing, but maybe at one point he's gonna need to get a Lincoln's. But there's also a Venge in the team that she's paired up with, so maybe not needed. I mean, he's gonna see how the game develops. Like, you get swapped out, and they don't have the best chasing potential, except the PA, and they have also one of the best team fighting ultis in the game, which is Ravage, so pre-BKB, if they don't use the Doom on Tidehunter, he's gonna pop the Ravage to keep his teammates alive.
Yeah, I mean, in these team fights, if it is a full 5-on-5, is that sort of the higher priority for Koifa to find the Tide, or like who is that his top target, or is the Deuce the top target?
I think it's the same concept when you're playing against the Centaur. You need to Doom him, otherwise he's just gonna pop the ulti and they will run away.
We'll see Boxy again getting burst down. A second time now where he's come out into the map and been a little out of position. Tiger is able to catch Aramis on the way out as he got enough damage. Koifa's charging in. He's not even needed at the end, just Tiger taking him out with the right clicks. A bit of a drum buff, helping Tiger closing and finish off Aramis. The trades continue. I mean, 5 to 6, less than 1k in it. It's another very close start off the back of the laning between these two teams, Viking and Liquid.
Dragonite has Blink Dagger picked up, so they can start playing a bit more aggressively. Does anyone have a smoke? He's just gonna TP to the bottom lane. Like, this is a big kill. They know where PA is standing. Earth Spirit has ulti ready, so they will go in. That's a good showing of a Blink Dagger.
Some good magic damage coming out. Mickey's going to go straight
nice
for the
TP.
TP, and it's smart. Knows that with the roll and the Dragon Tail being used, there's nothing else to stop him. Meanwhile, up top, Liquid, they'll make the move. Quite finds a Doom opportunity to drop it down onto Toby. So not only missing out on the Mickey kill, but also losing their tide up top to Liquid.
Pretty smart play from Mickey. He sees Earth Spirit is level 6. Even if that rolling boulder was level 3, he still has enough time to TP out.
Okay, cleaning up the Ancients here with that Empower. Mask of Madness into Deso. Will be the standard here from Mickey.
Radiant's
And
middle
on track
tower is
to hit
under
it.
attack.
Good timing. Nothing too crazy from Shad. Midas and Dragon Lance for now. Sort of initiation tools have gone quite far his way. So he's pretty much got the Blink Dagger gold if that's indeed what he wants to go for here. 2,200 gold saved up. So they'll have some solid initiation, Liquid, to get in onto the front of these fights. Insania as well himself also picking up a bit of space down bottom. I mean,
He has quite a lot of farm on position 5 mag.
He does.
Like, I've seen some position 5 mags not getting Blink Daggers at like 30, 35 minutes. Sometimes they don't even get it and they're on the winning team. But this is pretty impressive and doesn't even have a neutral item. Like, I think what allowed mag to be played as 5 is also neutral items. You get Mango Tree, you get Arcane Ring, and that's mana sustain. You don't necessarily need to have it like straight away, but you get it from your older brother, you know, when he doesn't need it anymore.
yeah, I guess handed down. Everybody gets a go. These sort of little items, he'll get something eventually. I like it, as you say, what you imagine, like Insane. Is there anything else you could be thinking about, or do you think you're absolutely fine to just get the Blink? Like that is what you want
Blink
for your
Dagger
team.
is just
Yeah.
way too valuable, and he instantly queues it up.
Yeah.
It's like he's listening. He's stream sniping admins. Just kidding.
Yeah, you just can't resist missing an ODPixel Lacoste cast, you know. Even when he's playing. That's Insane. You're our biggest fan there. Shout out to it.
Regeneration.
Again, these games, I mean, it feels like we've seen this a few times this series, this 14-minute area where both teams, no one really sort of feeling the need to put their foot on the pedal. I mean, this time round, you know, do you sort of look at the AFK farming Dota, the AFK farming PA? Which one scares you more in this current meta in this game?
Middle tower
It's
is
a
under
different
attack.
type of a game from what we've seen in game number 3, where like Medusa had no real counters. This time there's Nyx Assassin, there's Doom percentage-based damage, and PA with a mag, and she's having a really good time. About to finish Deso in the next minute after they pick up the bounties. Mask of Madness Deso also opens up the road so they can take a fight. Mag will have a Blink Dagger almost for that next fight, so...
Okay. Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is
They're going to have
under
some great jump between the two of them, quite for an Insania. Going to be difficult for Viking to position themselves, and for full push
Dire's
comes in from
structures
Liquid.
are fortified.
I'm sort of talking about the things that are an issue for Shad as a Deucer in these fights. For the PA, like how easy is it for Mickey to sort of turn up and just go in against the heroes that Viking have? Like, is there much that he has to be worried about?
Well, he does not have a BKB yet. Once he has it, doesn't need to care about anything besides Medusa's Stone Gaze. And I like what I see from Shad. He doesn't get Manta style this time, just goes straight into MKB. He understands that the timing needs to be a bit different because like their heroes don't really do much to Phantom Assassin. Like Dragonite can't right click her. Same goes for Medusa. The percentage of the miss chance is way too high.
Okay. After the Deso, as you say, straight for the BKB. Just continue to... It's all about the farm game for these two teams. Empowered PA. A Deucer with a Midas. I don't think we're going to see too much action anytime soon. Maybe now with Insania having the blink. I do have, as we say, two
It's
ways
go
to
time.
get it.
They kill 2 heroes, like Ravage is misused, or Medusa ulti, they run straight into Roche pit. Like, PA can solo Roche in 25-30 seconds.
Liquid grouping up to make a move into the jungle of Viking, but Viking actually playing over on Liquid's side as they push towards the tier 2 top.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Chad
attack.
having that demon edge done. Also, some nice ones here. We'll see if they're going to get the Grove Bow out and Shad. So that with the Dragon Lance, certainly very nice.
Radiant's
Going to have some
bottom
excellent
tower is
reach
under attack.
and some good
Deep
damage.
ward
Radiant's
by Taiga on a mid lane. Will scout Celery out? He has a buyback. He's position 5.
They get him. But a little bit of an interesting jump in. Both stuns missing there from Liquid, but it didn't matter. Yeah, burst to throw out and just get the kill regardless. Still wanting to find more around this tower here, Toby. He's showing. Mickey's wrapping around to the back lines. He's heading over towards Shad. Ravage is going to be popped from Toby. Just catch the 3 of them. Now the Doom comes out.
Gets doomed.
They're going to try and chase down the Tide. They want to look to bail him out. Viking Shad stepping across. He's got the Stone Gaze. They've got the Rolling as well. On the 2 of them, Mickey jumping over towards the side. It doesn't mean they're going to be able to protect the Tide, as Toby will not go down. And Liquid, they just opted to back off, but booms him with a blink. He's managed to catch Boxy with the Dragon Tail. Boxy up in the air with the self-heals, but comes straight back down into the silence. Boxy's still trying to run, and he will make it away. Boxy's off to the side. Quoifer trying to jump back in. Skewer from Insania gets the RP down with the 2 of them. Mickey's looking for the follow-up. He's trying to focus them down, but Aramis is in with the stun. They've caught Mickey in the midst of the whole combo that Liquid were trying to bring, and now Liquid, they're running, but Shad's just cleaning up. He gets the triple kill.
Not sure why they decided to go back in. Like, Medusa's full HP, full mana, and 2 of their heroes were at like 20% HP. I guess they were just waiting for RP, maybe hoping that Mickey is gonna go in and land a big crit.
Yeah, and it's well, he tried to, but easily ways to stun him, as Aramis was very quick with the roll, and as soon as Mickey committed to try and follow up on the RP, and I just sort of rough decision making it felt from Liquid all around. I mean, from the start, right? The Tide, he blows the Ravage. Do you really want to be blowing a Doom onto a Tide that's already ravaged? I feel like that hero's
so.
It's not a threat, is it? You don't
did
get
his thing.
Yeah.
There's no need to doom him. Oh man, the attack range of Medusa, Aura maxed out, Dragon Lance, and the casual Grobo, blessed by Gaben. So what is the attack range? Almost 1,000, 965.
Okay, and a full MKB. So now, straight off the back of that fight and those item pickups, Vikings into the pit. And Liquid, they can head over, but no Doom and no RP. So without 2 of their major ultimates.
Completely adjusting his item build this time. It's going to be a freebie Roche for them. Medusa will pick it up. No point for Dragonite to get it. He's just too much utility at this point until he gets his 4th item. Going for a BKB on Medusa, so mana burn will not affect him. Also, I don't like what I'm seeing from Taiga. I'd prefer if he still gets more points in mana burn instead of just maxing the Impale. Having Impale at max 2 levels is also completely fine. Like, it's 0.4 per second. Damage is really not important here. It doesn't really scale. But the difference between, let's say, level 4 mana burn and level 2 mana burn is 16 seconds difference.
Yeah, no, it's interesting that he doesn't want to, as you say, sort of make use of the power it does have against Shad.
Mana gone.
They're going to try and go in. Toby's got a Ravage. He's going to step forward straight away. Insania can't get the RP off in time. A beautiful Ravage from Toby. He just goes in, pops it. He gets the 3 of them.
They're going high ground.
Yeah, Vikings crushing them right now. Liquid, just 2 back-to-back terrible team fights attempted. Vikings able to just walk through them, and now they're pushing up high ground at 21 minutes in.
Solar Crest down on Tidehunter for a very long time, so that's some extra damage, extra armor on Medusa, Dragon Scale, chip damage, also amplified by the Grobo. Pretty interesting interaction there. This is going to be free set of Raxes. Like, they can't take a fight without a BKB.
21 minutes in. Man, Liquid's got to tighten this up a bit. These moves have just been a little awkward from him.
And they're gone. Dragonite just pops a casual ulti to, you know, look more scary, and they get it. So he's going AC next. Tied very close. Actually has a full blink dagger right now.
Yeah, and he didn't even need it. You know, last fight, just walking in, getting a beautiful Ravage that was sort of handed to him with Liquid's attempts to get a fight going. Toby's
And
just
there's
standing
the
his ground.
Lincolns. Like I said it at the start, he might go for a different kind of item build, and I think it's a correct play here, where he gets the Lincoln Sphere against the Doom. They're going on him. Age is still up and running for 2.5 minutes.
I'm gonna turn.
Swap.
Okay, he's popping a BKB. He's trying to kill Shad the once. We'll get the crit. Take Shad down the once. Gonna see round 2 coming in. Over to the side. Aramis just playing with the Doom. Celery with the swap out to the side. He managed to get the skill onto the 3 of them. But Mickey is falling low. Mickey's jumping off to try and escape this, but Boom's running him down.
Now.
They've got to run. Liquid's got to try and get out, but Toby jumps for him. Mickey's over to the side towards Koifa. Mickey's still on the retreat. Toby's chasing him down. Mickey is trying to get out of there, but Toby finishes him off with a gush.
Blink.
He's pushing away Koifa. As Koifa is trying to run. But they're just continuing to split them up. Toby chases him down. Boom and Shad push back any backup from Liquid.
And he can blink out now if he wants. There he goes. Dragonite. Stun. Ooh, very close. So this should be a free tier 2 tower. Where's Medusa at? She's still very close to the tower. Just finished her Lincoln Sphere. Another weird decision making from Liquid. Like, they go on Medusa with the Aegis. They pop a BKB on a PA. But the good, once again, positioning from Vengeful Spirit, swapping Medusa out after the RP. I think you need to get a good jump with a Doom on Tidehunter, otherwise, like, there's gonna be a counter initiation. Your BKBs are ready, so you can play around that. Taiga. What he can do is carapace off. Yeah, nice.
There we go. Toby's in with the Ravage straight away. Quite proposed the BKB to hold his ground outside of the base, though. Insania's going to get shredded by Shad. Boom's in with the BKB, swapped out to the side. Celery able to save him. Mickey, does he want to jump out for this? No, he can't. He can't commit past Shad. Another beautiful swap from Celery. Gets this PA back, staring into Shad as Mickey's frozen by the stone gates. Aramis is just diving in. Just fantastic moves there from Celery. Saving Boom. Setting up aggressively onto Mickey, and now the bottom set of racks are gone, and I think Liquid's just totally lost the plot here. They can't do anything against this.
This is looking very rough for Liquid. Doom in 20 seconds, 5 seconds for Mag. Boxy just disappears. Solar Crest, Gush, Veil of Terror, that's a lot of minus armor. What's that, 8, 15, and minus armor 21 in a second. Like, they're just gonna close out this game.
They really are. They're at a 14k lead now. 17 to 12, coming up to 25 minutes in. And this will be pretty much the 3rd game in the row they did it. First game, they dropped to Liquid. I think we can sort of put that down to the draft. You know, everyone has sort of a bad day in the drafting scenario. They did in game 1, but game 2, 3, 4, Viking, they've made it look pretty easy. Liquid have struggled massively in all 3 of these games. As Insania, he jumps in, instantly stunned. Koifa's he's gonna doom the DK. I don't know how much Boom cares about this. I don't think he cares at all. Mickey pops the BKB, but he's having to jump away from Shad.
He's standing there. He's regioning the Doom.
He doesn't care. He's going to hide in the trees. He's going to be able to live. They can't kill Boom. Boxy dead yet again. The Mega Creeps are out here 25 minutes in. As Liquid just have not been able to stop Viking at all there.
Taiga wants this kill. But what they want is just end the game.
Yeah,
no
they've got
ultis.
detection.
They're going for the tier 4s.
As on the back,
is called.
It is. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Viking GG are your EU champions here at the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13 online. And they look very good doing it, Lacoste. They look very, very good. And in and sort of a great bit of a story of this series, really. A series where Liquid, they wanted to turn up and say, hey, nobody can beat the Quake for Lone Druid. They try it twice, they smash it. And then Viking, they end this series with basically a message saying, nobody can beat the Medusa. You know, the Viking Medusa, something we've always known that they've had as an excellent, solid strategy of theirs. In this grand finals, they pull it out twice. This game as well, as you said at the start, this was not an easy Medusa game, but Viking, they made it look like an easy Medusa game. They made it look like Liquid had nothing to stop Shad.
Yeah, I mean, Shad, great performance. Overall performance of the team, decision-making, positioning, how they're using their items and abilities. And what I love the most is his approach, how to itemize in this game. If he went for a different kind of items, I think it could have made a difference. Like getting Midas, farm things up, get a casual Dragon Lance straight into MKB, just so that he has that true strike against the PA's evasion.
Yeah, and this is, you know, as you were saying before already, you were sort of singing the praises of Viking GG before we had this performance in the grand finals. And now doing this in a best of 5 against Liquid, you know, a team that's just come off the back of a major tournament win previously at the ESL One Germany tournament. Of course, Liquid knocking down a whole number of big names. And Vikings just turned up and, yeah, to say 3 games in a row, they've just outperformed Liquid by far. And I think we've got to continue to look towards what more Vikings are able to do in the future, as they've already proven, and here with this tournament win, they continue to prove that they can absolutely challenge any of the teams at the top level. They're up there with them, and from this, we're seeing them already push past a lot of them at quite a ferocious pace. These 3 wins from them, they weren't close. They were straight up stomps from them towards the end.
They really were, and I think both Liquid and Viking are the teams that a lot of the lower tier teams can look up to and say, this is who we want to be. This is how we want to play Dota. And seems like this is the recipe for success, where they're not changing the roster every 2-3 months. They're just sticking together. They're grinding. And at the end of the day, they are victorious. Like Liquid finally won something during ESL One Germany, and now it's paying off even for Viking, which I'm really glad to see.
No, absolutely. Yeah, incredibly impressive stuff from the Viking lineup. Shout out to all of them. Celery, Boom, Shad, Toby, and Aramis. A fantastic win for them. One that's going to feel very good, as I say, coming in, doing so against Liquid, a team that's just come off the back of a tournament win. Can't wait to see more from Viking.
For sure.
They're definitely going to continue to only get stronger and stronger. And as you said, I think a lot of other teams around the whole world are going to be watching what Viking's doing right now, as it's very, very hot. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Your champions, as I say here, of the EU CIS portion of the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13 online, Viking GG.
Welcome back to the Monster Energy Dota Summit 13. Sunsfang here with BSJ and Jenkins. Viking are your EU champions.
I took a clean sweep, baby.
BSJ is actually an oracle, the anti-oracle.
I will tell you what team will win by telling you which team will lose. Sunsfan.
That was impressive. I'm not going to lie, my friend.
Jenkins, were you 4-0 or?
If you do make that your thing, that's just another way to never lose. Because if you get it wrong, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm the anti-oracle." If you get it right, it's like, "Well, I was right."
I actually swear, I feel like every day I can predict, I'm either like 90% correct or 90% wrong. Like I don't feel like, I feel like it averages out to about 50-50. You know, I'm generally just coin tossing here as an analyst. I'm not.
Right. He literally.
I actually don't know
Believe
anything.
this shit. You believe this shit?
Yes.
No, have you seen it,
You said
though?
this last panel, actually.
Like no, I'm not saying it's a win, though. I'm saying, like, somehow,
it's
I
like
don't know how.
weighted coin.
I've lost, like, I win 10 in a row and I lose 10 in a row. It's crazy.
Oh, we have the Monster Energy MVP.
Who do you guys think it should be?
You know what? I feel like if we're going for the whole tournament, I feel like Celery has consistently done his job.
I would give
every
it to Boom
game
for this series.
Boom played really well, although he played DK one game.
I mean, he can't help what he the mid laner's got to be able to play the DKs and the Vipers of the world.
He does lose points for that. Okay,
it is Boom.
But I was going to say he has enough points that I think it's fine.
His Lena performances were off the charts. I mean, all around team play was great. Like, Shad kind of just did his job. Nothing flashy on these Medusas. Like, you know.
It was pretty flashy when he was just standing there dealing all the damage for their team.
I've never thought of the Doom counter as hug your teammate that kills everyone else. That was an interesting play style
she ended up
adjustment.
getting a Lincoln's and nobody was hitting her. She's like, all right, I'll just apply it to my teammate, I guess. Like, why not? So this was, of course, game number 2. Liquid took the 1-0 lead to start things off, and it was just all Viking after that.
Yeah, it seems like so strange when I don't see Venge +1 for a while, and then it seemed like the defining like meta setter in this entire series.
I feel like
at least the end of
Venge is an interesting hero historically because it's like it used to be super broken like way back in the day, but then you would only see it occasionally for like specific duos, and if like the partner ends up getting banned, then you just never see Venge. But then she started becoming a carry a little bit at a certain point in time. She's had a interesting trajectory for Dota 2 history.
Yeah, these Ravages. The cool thing about Tide, it's like a lot of people would say, I even would say that you shouldn't pick Tide into Doom, because Doom's one of the few heroes that you can't crack and shell off their ability. But at this point, you have so many tanky frontliners. I believe Tsunami over there was talking about how you can't go on anyone as PA. Like, none of the cores die to you. And then you can only Doom one of them. And it's like, if you Doom the Tide, you're probably going to die to the Dusa.
Right.
If you Doom the Dusa, you're dying to the Tide. So.
And Lacoste and OD brought this up during one of the, I think it was a pretty critical time where Liquid wasn't too far behind. They just ended up dooming the Tide, who had already ravaged.
Yeah,
and it's like, question mark. But it sounds like we have an interview. Who are we talking to today? Celery again. Welcome, friend. Welcome.
Yep.
The webcam himself. Congratulations, good sir. Congratulations. How do you feel?
Thank God they won, actually.
Pretty good.
All right, you're going to need to be a little bit more excited than that, my friend. All right?
Yeah, I mean, it's the adrenaline. Right after game, you're not that happy yet.
Yeah, that's true.
I have some real questions if you want
Jenkins,
me to
by all
take
means.
Okay, so here's my question for you. So you guys went from being decent to good to clearly extremely good very quickly. So I'm wondering, how the hell, what juice are you drinking?
Yeah, him and I have been mediocre for years.
Are you obviously you're scrimming, but is there anything else you can reveal that you do outside of scrims that you think helps you as a team be better? Like what is it other than scrimming that you guys do?
Vegan power, man. No, jokes aside, though, we watch Jenkins videos every week.
How much do you pay him to say that?
I don't know. I think we have a good atmosphere, good coach, everyone enjoys playing together for the most part.
For the most part.
But,
interesting little.
Wait, what are the exceptions to that? You know, like you say, for the most part, you enjoy playing together.
Well, sometimes you get annoyed at each other. You know how it is.
Yeah, BSG knows exactly how that is.
Like, for instance, when Boom gets picked to Dragon Knight and he really doesn't want to play because it's a boring hero.
I was told that I got picked Venge. I said pick me Eng, and then I got Venge. What can you do?
I mean, the Venge felt very, very powerful in the last two games especially. Talk to us about that performance, especially with the Bloodseeker combo. We were kind of going back and forth how the Bloodseeker just combo with literally every hero that you had for that game.
I mean, Venge is also good at Bloodseeker, but it's the meta right now is kind of limited on carry heroes. So sometimes Venge can enable some heroes that you cannot pick without the Venge. I think that's what makes the hero very nice to pick.
Yeah, that is true. It's like
for the most part.
Void Sven PA. Those are really the
so
heroes.
This is going to sound like
this
is going to sound like a really generic question, and it's going to be a little long-winded. But I remember casting you super early in your formation, let's call it, and I had no idea who you guys were. And I cast you, and you beat Secret in a game in a best of 3, and that wasn't supposed to happen. And as I continued to cast and just follow you guys from afar, you continued to improve over time. It wasn't like, day, night. It wasn't like overnight or anything like that. It was just gradual improvements as time goes on. A lot of teams don't stick together through times like this. What do you think your secret is as a team to not only stick together but improve each step of the way?
I mean, you gotta compromise, but if we had no coach, we would have disbanded.
Really?
I think a lot of teams can use a coach, probably. I mean, you get annoyed at each other sometimes. It's normal. You gotta work out the issues, though. Having a 6th man to help with that is very useful, I think. Or woman, but just someone that's out of the game. Because you get attached to the gameplay. Everyone finishes a game. When you lose, you can be more annoyed than a coach who can just watch.
Yeah, from my experience,
be a bit more objective.
The coach, not only from like an in-game perspective, but like the life coach type thing, where if you're really annoyed with somebody, you just use them as the shield. The coach just complain to the coach, and the coach will absorb all of that. Is that your experience?
Yeah, I mean, it helps. It's not only in game; it's also out of game.
Right.
It helps when you can just talk to the coach if you're annoyed with someone.
Mm-hmm.
And you just talk it out, because usually it's nothing, but it's gotta talk.
I agree. I think most Dota teams. I think we are behind as an esports when it comes to coaching.
Yep.
As an esport.
I would ask, after a frustrating loss, how long do you guys usually wait to like talk about it?
After every game, we have at least 5-minute break.
Oh yes.
It's just healthy to have as a habit. But I mean, it depends. Like usually we just, after a series is over, like a best of 3, if we win or lose, we look at the replays after a small break, either way. And when you get in the rhythm, it's, I don't know. I mean, you get used to losing at some point.
That's true.
Nothing new.
Out of all the players I know, at least recently, I'd consider you the Enchantress specialist. So I need you to settle a bit of a debate between Sunsfan and I. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Enchantress's taunt?
Oh my god.
I have no clue. I don't have the taunt button bound.
What?
I have them all.
Oh my god!
All right, so that
wrong
is,
guy to ask. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't even have chat wheel bound. I don't know.
That's my kind of guy right there.
Seriously, I respect that.
That is legit.
That is super respectable.
That's really old school, I would say.
No, I would say he has his own personality. He's not defining it by this chat.
Yeah,
wheel.
he's a non-conformist. Let him be.
It's like people that say Pog in real life. They're like defining themselves with these twitchy
Or
emotes.
people that name their custom games Pog.
Are we going to interview him anymore?
Sorry, Sally. Sorry. Okay.
I have one final question,
Okay.
which I guess I'll end with, unless you guys have something.
Well, I have like 50 questions.
All right, you can ask one more, then
I'll pick one.
Go ahead.
You go first.
All right. Well, mine was supposed to end the interview, but I'll do it anyway. What are you guys going to do to celebrate this victory, or will you just end up matchmaking on Dota?
I mean, I'm just gonna relax a bit, but it's a bit hard to celebrate it because we're not in the same place. But I mean,
True.
Let's talk a bit, I guess.
True.
I mean, I don't know.
You can have an
just
E
gonna
party.
relax for a few days and get back to the practice.
Okay, great question, Suns fan. We're going to go ahead and ask this one. Okay, so you say you didn't want to play Venge. What is a hero that is dog shit right now that you wish you could play in competitive?
That's a good question.
I mean, maybe Nature's Prophet. I'm not even sure if it's that bad, position 5, but I like that hero a lot.
You see my latest video on Nature's Prophet? I put that in there.
Yeah, and you also didn't like it.
That's how he came to the conclusion that it's not so great.
Yes, of course.
So really,
I also saw your video on the half pools. I started doing them.
Oh wow!
Thanks a lot.
So what you're saying is Jenkins is actually your coach.
Yep.
What cut of the winnings will he be taking from you?
Yes, let's talk about this. Let's talk about
this.
this.
If it's 10%, it will be more than his lifetime earnings in Dota.
I mean, he does need it for the hobos, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, he knows the hobos. Oh my god, you made my week.
All right, Celery, congratulations again. Give our congratulations to the rest of your team and hope for future success going forward, my friend.
Yep, thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye, and thank you for being the only one to use a webcam as well.
He knows the hobos.
I don't know what that even means.
You wouldn't.
I don't watch your videos.
Do you know the hobos?
I don't.
Oh my god.
You have an actual fanboy that won a tournament.
He won a tournament. He actually watches my videos. You have to watch my videos to know what the hobos are. Not even going to get into it. It's a long...
That's humbling.
That's deep lore. That is deep lore that I've created
in the Jenkins community.
Wow. That's jeez.
That's great to hear, Jenkins.
Made my week. That month.
All right. Well, Jenkins is good to go. And
he feels relevant.
We're going to take a break and then start getting ready for our grand finals of NA, which is going to be Quincy Crew versus Team Zero. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
NA.